Japan has one of the lowest obesity rates of any developed country on earth, between 4 and 6%. Compare that to the United States, where over 65% of adults are either overweight or obese. And here's what makes that number almost impossible to believe. Japanese people are not starving themselves. They are not doing extreme diets. They are not spending hours at the gym every morning before work. They are simply living by 6 habits that have been quietly passed down through generations. Habits that make weight gain almost biologically difficult. I'm going to break all 6 down for you today, but habit number 4, that one is going to completely change the way you look at food and your daily routine. I'll get to it in a moment, but first let me tell you why most of what you've been told about weight loss in America might actually be making things worse for you. Most Americans are not overweight because they lack willpower or discipline. They are overweight because the food culture around them, the portion sizes, the eating pace, the habits normalized since childhood, was never designed with their body in mind. If you've tried diets before and fallen off track, that is not a personal failure. That is a design problem. You were given the wrong system. Japan has had the right one for centuries, and today, that system is yours. The first habit is called Hara Hachibu. It's a 2,500-year-old Confucian principle practiced in Japan, particularly in Okinawa, one of the world's famous blue zones where people regularly live past 100. It simply means this: eat until you are 80% full. Not stuffed, not completely satisfied, just 80%. Here's the science behind why that matters. Your stomach takes about 20 minutes to send a fullness signal to your brain. So by the time you feel completely full, you have already eaten significantly more than your body needed. Japanese people stop before that point. Meal after meal, year after year, that small gap creates a completely different body over time. The second habit connects directly to the first. Japanese people eat slowly and intentionally. Meals in Japan are not rushed. They are not eaten in the car, in front of a screen, or squeezed between back-to-back meetings. They are treated as a focused moment. And the research on this is clear. A study published in the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics found that people with normal weight consumed 88 fewer calories per meal simply by eating at a slower pace. That may not sound dramatic, but 88 fewer calories every single day adds up to around 9 pounds of weight loss over a full year, without changing a single thing you eat. Just the speed at which you eat it. The third habit is one most people would never consider a health strategy. And honestly, it sounds almost too simple when you first hear it. Japanese people eat with their eyes before they eat with their mouth. Every meal is presented thoughtfully. Smaller portions, multiple small dishes, a balance of colors, textures, and variety. And here's why that matters psychologically. When your brain sees a visually complete, well-presented meal, it registers a sense of satisfaction before you even take your first bite. That mental signal actually reduces how much you eat. Now, habits 4 and 5 are directly connected to this in a way that surprised me when I first looked into it. I'll get there. But right now, let's talk about something even more foundational. Habit 4 is one the modern American lifestyle has almost entirely abandoned, and the consequences show up on the scale. Japanese people walk, not as a workout, not as exercise they schedule into their calendar, simply as a natural part of how they move through life. Public transportation, walkable neighborhoods, and a culture that doesn't rely entirely on cars means movement is built into the day without any extra effort. According to a study published in Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise, the average Japanese person walks around 7,000 steps per day just through their normal routine. The average American, by comparison, walks closer to 5,000. That daily gap in low-intensity movement keeps the metabolism consistently active, regulates blood sugar, and prevents the gradual, invisible weight accumulation that builds over years of sitting still. Now here's the connection I promised, between habits 3, 4, and 5. The traditional Japanese diet is built around fish, fermented foods like miso and natto, vegetables, rice, and green tea. It is naturally low in saturated fat, high in fiber, and rich in probiotics. And modern gut health research has revealed something remarkable. The gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your digestive system, directly controls your hunger hormones, your cravings, and even your mood and energy levels. Japanese people, because of their traditional diet, have a fundamentally different gut environment than most Americans. When the gut is balanced, sugar cravings drop. Binge eating becomes rare. Appetite becomes stable and predictable. But there's one final habit that connects all of this together. And most people would never think of it as a health habit at all. In fact, I've saved it for last because it is arguably the most overlooked cause of weight gain in America today. The sixth habit is called ikigai. Loosely translated, it means a reason for being, a clear sense of purpose and belonging in your daily life. This sounds like philosophy, but the biology behind it is serious and well documented. Chronic stress is one of the most significant and underestimated drivers of weight gain in the United States. When you are under prolonged stress, your body produces elevated levels of cortisol, a hormone that actively promotes fat storage, intensifies cravings for sugar and processed food, disrupts your sleep, and throws your hunger signals completely out of balance. Japanese culture places a deep value on community, meaningful work, purpose, and connection. These are not luxuries or nice extras. They are, according to the science, biological necessities. When your mental and emotional life is grounded and purposeful, your body tends to follow. 6 habits. No extreme dieting, no obsessive calorie tracking, no gym memberships required. Just a fundamentally different relationship with food, movement, and daily life itself. If you apply even 3 of these starting this week, you will feel a measurable difference, not just in your body, but in your energy levels, your focus, and your relationship with eating. If this video gave you something real today, share it with someone who needs to hear this. And if you want to go deeper into the science of sustainable, long-term weight management, my next video covers exactly that. It builds directly on everything covered here. Don't miss it.